There we go. Great. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm calling this meeting of the Public Safety Communications Task Force to order. It is 11:15 on January 21st, 2026, and I'm Barbara Neal. As a reminder, the meeting's being recorded, and the recording will be posted to the task force webpage following the meeting. Let's start with a roll call of task force members. Please verbally acknowledge your presence when I call your name. Dan Batesy.
Here.
Morning. Ron Kumitz.
Here.
Jim Mack.
Here.
Okay, and did we get anybody else from the task force? Not yet. Okay. All right. Also joining us, of course, is Emily Mullaney from Department of Public Safety as our administrative support, and our project management team, Rick, Dom, and Elizabeth from Televate. Good morning.
Morning.
And I don't see anybody from Mission Critical this morning. I do see Dean Gilmore from Addison County. Good morning, Dean. Would you like to introduce yourself more formally than that?
No, that's fine. Good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And Chris Pedotti. Morning, Chris.
Good morning, Bob.
Okay. And I see Senator Renner has just joined us. We've just done the roll call, and Senator, if you'd like to introduce yourself, go right ahead.
Hi, Irene Renner. Sorry, I'm not visible today. Just here to listen. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, then. Approval of the agenda. So the agenda was distributed to task force members by email. It's also available on the webpage. Do task force members have any changes to today's agenda? All right, I'm not seeing any hands or hearing anything, so we'll consider the agenda approved and move to approval of the minutes. These would be the minutes from January 7, 2026, regular meeting number 70. Any changes needed to these minutes?
I will make a motion to approve those minutes.
Thank you,
Seconded.
Ron. Thank you, Jim. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor of approving the minutes from January 7th, raise your hand or indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Hands are up. I hear Ron's aye, so the minutes are approved. Okay, and that brings us to project updates. So Dom, I will hand it over to you.
Thank you, Barb, and good morning, everyone. The focus primarily over the last couple of weeks has been updates and revisions to the detailed recommendations report that would be sent to the legislature. We have a draft in process that has gone through a couple of iterations, and the latest draft is currently with the chairs for review. And I guess, Barb, you may have some additional update as you presented to the, you and Dan and Paul presented to the legislature, one of the committees last week, I believe that was. So
Yes.
I'll let you handle that. I did see the video, but I'll let you handle that.
Okay.
The other activity that Televate has been working on is we discussed a couple meetings ago. Got some information from Addison County regarding existing sites there, and we have done an analysis comparing potential coverage from existing sites and comparing that to the coverage that might be provided by the LMR concept design that has been proposed. We have not completed internal review yet, but next meeting we would be in position to present that.
Okay.
And that's what I have for today.
Excellent. Thank you, Dom. And you're right, I do have an update for everyone. So Dan, Paul, and I were invited to testify at House Government Operations and Military Affairs. Last week, it was on the 15th of January at 10:30. If you want to check out the recording on the committee's webpage, you'll see what we had to say. But basically, we just went over the recommendation summary that had been sent to the legislature back in December, at the very beginning of December. Paul asked them really quite directly at one point in the testimony whether we were doing the work that the committee wanted us to be doing. And we got an affirmative on that for sure. So they have an interest in the recommendations. They are waiting for this detailed recommendations report that Dom mentioned we're still working on. So I think that conversation will continue, at least with House Gov Ops, and we'll see where it goes from there. Dan, did you have anything to add about that testimony?
No, I think that's a good summary. The committee seemed receptive and they were interested in listening. I think, who knows where it will go, but they were very thankful after the meeting as well.
Right. Yes. And we got them connected with, the bigger reports, the mission critical system planning report and the inventory report and all of that. So I think they have plenty of reading to do for, for a minute. But it would give them that background information if they need it. So that was, kind of an well, not necessarily unexpected, but I was actually glad to at least have someone inquire about the recommendations that we had sent over. So, so that is it for me. I see Mike Dungis has joined us. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All right. So any questions for me or Dan or Televate on the project updates? Okay, so the next item on our list is a discussion of the detailed recommendations draft. And I think what we should change that to really is discussion of the status of the detailed recommendations draft. So the draft is not complete yet. It's going back and forth between Televate and Dan and I now. We expect, though, to have a finalized draft to get to the full task force by Friday of this week. And I'm going to recommend that we schedule a special meeting for next week to discuss as the full task force that detailed report and hopefully approve it or finalize it and get it where it needs to be to meet the goal that we told House Gov Ops about having a report for them by the end of the month. So with that, I would propose a special meeting date of next Tuesday. I'm unable to do Wednesday, unfortunately. What is everybody's availability for next Tuesday, the 27th at 9 a.m.? I see Dan's got a thumbs up, Jim's thumbs up. Ron?
Sorry, I was looking at my calendar. I should be
Yep.
available as well.
9 a.m. on Tuesday. Great. How about Mike Dungis? How about you? Maybe Mike's turned us off. Okay, so we've got Dan, Barb, Jim, and Ron at least available, and I know Televate's available at 9 a.m. next Tuesday. So Emily, let's put a special meeting on the calendar for that date and time. And the only topic will be discussion of the draft recommendations, the detailed recommendations draft. Hey, thumbs up from Emily. Questions or comments on where we stand with that report? Okay, that was easy. Let's see, we're on to public comment. Senator Renner, do you have anything you'd like to share today?
Not at this time. Thank you.
Okay. Dean, how about you?
I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay. And Chris, how about you?
I'm all set. Thank you, Barb.
All right. Excellent. New business. Anybody have new business for today? Wow, this is going along quicker than I expected. So, but that's okay. We have other things we can fill our time in with. So, no new business. I'll confirm that our next meeting date we just set is scheduled for Tuesday, the 27th at 9 a.m. And if there's nothing further for today, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I will
Oh,
second that
Seconded.
motion.
thank you, Ron. All right, all in favor of adjourning for today, raise your hand or signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Okay. We will talk to you all next Tuesday. Watch for the draft to be circulated by Friday. Okay?
Sounds great.
All right.
Barb, can you hang on a minute and maybe we could just talk really quickly about some of that feedback?
I certainly can. Emily, if you could stop the recording because we're adjourned.
And most